Wonder if you even notice me. You gotta feel me. What have you done? I just wanna be your girl. Ooh. Hello. Hi. I just came on here real quick to pull some cards to see what the cards have to say today. Okay, let's pull these cards real quick to see what's up, what's going on, what messages from the divine has for us today. All right, so let's see. Woo, dream. Oh, okay, y'all see that card? It says dreams, telepathy, 5D communication, astral travel, spirit guides, and signs. Like when you are awakening, like even like today, like even if you figure like you're not on that tip, like I'm sure that you're dreaming more vividly. I'm sure you're seeing more signs, like you're seeing a lot of butterflies, like you could be seeing a lot of birds, like you could be seeing a lot of angel numbers. That is because of the awakening. Okay, the awakening, the shift will happen whether you're ready for the shift or not. The shift of awakening, the shift of people raising their consciousness is going to happen regardless whether you're ready or not. That's why people try to assist people on the awakening, because the longer that you resist your awakening, like it's going to be more difficult for you to hold on to that spectrum of life that you've been living. Pretty much point blank. Okay, so you can do what you want to do, but in the moment and in the time of ascension, you sure you want to hold on to that shit? That shit gonna hurt, and that shit is hot. Okay. Clarity, truth, highlighting intuition, seeing things. That first card was talking about seeing things in dreams. Okay. When you start awakening, when you start rising to your truest form of self, okay, because a lot of people are in their lowest version of the self, or even where you're not in the awakening, a lot of people are in the lowest version of yourself. But once you step into the highest version of yourself, you're gonna see things more clearly, because now you're in focus, right? So let's just say you're in the lowest version of yourself, and your vision is like, your vision ain't a 2020. So what does that mean? Your shit blurry. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You confused. You can't see. You don't know what's what. You don't know what's true. You don't know what ain't. You're not relying on your intuition because you're not in the highest sense of yourself. That's why it's always confusing. That's why it's always confusing in that spot. It's always confusing in that spot because you haven't got to where you're supposed to be, where things will become focused, when your vision will be 2020. When your vision is 2020, then your highest sense of self, things that you didn't pay attention to when you were experiencing those things are going to prevail. Like they're going to heighten it. Like you're going to see more of those things when you're in the highest version of yourself, because your highest version of yourself is where you're supposed to be. So if you need a prescription and you're wearing glasses that you're not supposed to wear, 9 times out of 10 you can't see shit, right? Same thing when you step into yourself. Same thing as when you step into your greatness. Same thing as when you step into your version of your being. You're gonna put on the glasses that's made for you so you can see in 2020. Okay, and once you're seeing in 2020, because those glasses is made for you, you're gonna see all the shit that you was missing before you was wearing everybody else's glasses. Okay, pretty much point blank. So that's another part of ascension. That's another part of raising your consciousness. That's another part of awareness. People have to understand, when you tap into yourself, when you start tapping into yourself, when you start tapping into your greatness, you're gonna see shit and you're gonna be like, this was around me all this time, yep, and you were participating in it, yep, and you were dealing with it, and yes, you accepted it. yes, this shit been here, okay? You just didn't have your glasses on, okay? You didn't have your antennas, okay? Your antennas wasn't up nowhere, okay? You didn't keep your antennas up, all right? So let's just see what these next card has for us, okay? So let's see. Summer. Timing card. Activity goals. Process. Life force. Energy. New pet terms, okay? So let's see this card. It says summer, okay? So this can deal with, you know, the summertime, but I actually see this card as reinventing yourself, right? Or doing things that you hold near and dear, because during the summertime, that's when everybody want to do shit, right? That's when you want to go out. You want to go out for brunch. You want to go to drink, and you want to go have these vacations, and you want to have a boo. You want to go on these vacations, and you want to do, you know, you want to be seen, and you want to be out there, right? But when you are defining yourself, right, when you are tapping into yourself, you're going to want to start exploring things that you never explored. So that summer card says something different for me. That summer card says something like you want to step into new activities because you are in the sense of awakening. Like, yeah, when you were in this particular space, in this particular life, you probably only paid attention to particular things, and those things kept your mind sight hidden for other things that was around you. So when you raise up out of that frequency, you can look further. You can look more around your area and say, oh, okay, I was missing that place when I was down there because I couldn't see it. Like, I can see that right there, and that's where I want to go. Okay, so that summer card hit different for me. All right, that summer card hits different for me. That summer card is something different. So let's, if I can get this card, y'all, I'm gonna get it because it did fly out. Hold on a second. Oh, it's the sun. Yeah, that's it. This summer card. Okay, so this summer card, right? This summer card is connected to the sun, okay? And the sun card is connected to your wish fulfillment, okay? The sun card is connected to your wish fulfillment. So this summer is just tapping into that summer energy. I knew that's what that was. This summer card is tapping into your summer energy because you want to be free. Like, you know, the kids is out of school. You might be on vacation, and everybody's happy, and everybody's taking a break, and everybody doing the things they love, and everybody with their family, and everybody doing all this shit, right? But when it comes to the sun is the strength card. The sun is the empowerment. The sun is your wish fulfillment. Okay? Once you start tapping into yourself, once you start tapping into your abundance, once you start tapping into your greatness, you will start tapping into your rich fulfillment, and that is the sun. That is the sun. That is where you will find your goals at heart chakra. When you start opening up your heart, that's another thing. I have a YouTube channel if you guys are new here. If you're not new here, I have a YouTube channel. You can click on the link, and I'm going to upload a video about your heart chakra, okay? And hold on, I'm going to upload a video about your heart chakra, and it's taken me a minute to upload this video because I want to dive in deep too, so I can get a clear understanding to the people of what your heart chakra does. Like, your heart space and the energy that your heart is in is so important. I'm trying to tell y'all, it is so important, because I know a lot of people walk around with their hearts damaged, and I know a lot of people walk around with their hearts got chains on them because people hurt you and you don't understand why people did this, and you were just coming from this space, and it seems like you always getting hurt, and you be down, and then you put a lock on your heart, and then you can't really feel nothing. Then you tell yourself not to feel anything because you don't want your heart to break, right? So your heart is being protected. You're not putting your heart in a space where it can be damaged, but you're also not getting the benefits of opening your heart chakra. You're not getting the benefits of love. You're not getting the benefits of abundance. And people always talk about manifestation, but manifesting has a lot to do with where your heart is. People don't talk about that. Your manifesting has a lot to do with where your heart is. Okay, there is no way on God's green earth that you can manifest the life that you want with a cold heart. You want to know why? Because when they said God will give you your gifts and your abundance by reading your heart, that is the same thing with everything else that's literally that we are experiencing right now, right? So that's why people, let's just say you're in a position in life where you feel like you don't want to always get hurt, right? Or you're put in places where people can get things from you and you can assist people, but even those people will do you wrong. Those people who do you wrong understand that they have a broken heart. Their heart isn't open. Their heart chakra is damaged. And a heart chakra is damaged because if they were magnetized, if they had an open heart enough if their heart was open enough to receive where your heart chakra was, they will be magnetized to you. They will say, oh, this person is giving. I know what that is, and I know what that feel like, and I know what it is to give, and I appreciate them giving. Let me pour onto them. Okay? You guys become magnets. You guys become like when they say your magnetism, your heart. So, excuse me, y'all, I get excited when I talk about this. So your heart chakra is a magnet, right? So once you place those boundaries, and not even boundaries, everybody needs boundaries, but once you place that wall, like that brick wall, so you walk in stern and nobody can mess with you, and you only out to get what you can get, and all this other shit, the love that people have to give on you can't get past that wall. It just can't. It can't get past that wall. So by it not being able to get past that wall, what happens is the love just bounces off that wall, and then you're looking at these people like, why you don't love me? And these people looking at you like, fool, I love you. I can't get past that wall. The hell? What the fuck? I can't get past that wall. What you want me to do? I can't get past that wall. And by them not getting past that wall, that love would never magnetize their heart. You have to keep your heart clear. You have to keep your heart clear. That's where you're going to get your abundance. That's where you're going to get your wish fulfillment. That's where you're going to get your manifestations. That is where you're going to get the love that you want to receive. People in this world, they don't do that. They close off their heart, and then they tell themselves, oh, I want the love of my life. You close off your heart, and then you say, oh, I want all these dreams, and I want to accomplish all these goals. Wait a minute, hold on. The energy that you need to get your manifestations, the energy that you need to use to get the love of your life is coming from your fucking heart. So if you done cut off all transactions to your heart because you scared of getting hurt, who coming to your heart to gift it? The shit don't work like that. So that is the reason why I want to tap into that to that video. I have it written down, and it's like I just don't want to mess it up because I know it's important, and I'm still working on it. So I'm gonna do a live on that. Not a live, excuse me. I'm gonna do a YouTube video on that. That's gonna be. I'm gonna break it down. Okay. I'm gonna break it down. So let's see what these other cards have to say. And thank you for following me, you guys. I don't know how many of y'all are on here, but I'm getting follows. And if you're still here, can you please tap the screen, please? I know I'm not. I always say I'm gonna come here on live and I'm gonna talk to y'all, and I know I'll be bullshitting. I don't be on here like that. I really don't. I do not be on here like that. I really don't. And I know that I need to stop, okay? I need to telling other people to tap in. I need to tap into my shit, okay? Because I don't be on here like that. I really don't, okay? So, I'll be having other stuff to handle when things going on. So, let's see what these cards have to say. Hold on, y'all. I'm just dropping cards. Hold on. Because I'm in this car. I'm on my lunch break. Okay. So let's see. Guarded, vulnerable, holding pattern, security at all costs, blocked, heart chakra. Come on now. You can't tell me. I know I don't get on here a lot. And I know I don't pick up my cards to go on here a lot. But when I come on here and I do my shit, I do my shit. Okay? I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And I just tapped into the heart chakra like I wasn't even on the heart chakra card. Like, come on now. Come on now. You can't be guarded. You cannot be guarded in life and think you're gonna get everything that you want. You cannot be guarded in life and think you're going to get everything that you desire. You cannot be guarded. You cannot guard your heart and be like, well, I want all this, but I know everybody on bullshit. Like, I want this great abundance in my life, but I don't never get shit anyway. Like, what? Like, you're talking yourself out of your shit. I'm trying to tell y'all. And they don't really talk about that when it comes to manifestation. Okay? They always telling you the 3-6-9 method, and they telling you the water method, and they telling you how to write shit down and put it under your pillow, and moon rituals. Wait a minute, hold on. You gotta make sure your heart is in the right motherfucking place first. That shit ain't gonna shit is not gonna work. I promise you that shit is not gonna work. I don't care how many times you write some shit down. What? Because your heart is the magnet. Is the magnet. It is your battery. Is an energy source. It don't matter. Whatever you write down, what is your heart putting out? Can't be guarded. Can't have a black heart. Okay, you just can't. It's not you. I mean, you can. You have free will to do what you please. You have free will. But understand, in that free will, if you choose to do that, it's not going to go well for you. And I promise you that. It ain't going to go well. So, or you ain't going to get what you want. You going to get exactly what your heart is giving out. You're going to get exactly what frequency your heart is in. You're going to get exactly what you're telling your heart to do. Understand that, okay? Okay, so let's see. Higher self activation. See, look, I don't want to toot my own horn, but higher self activation, higher self integration, awakening, and timeline shifts. Timeline shifts. Now, I don't know if you guys new here, if you're new to my page, even if you're new to TikTok, or if you're just new to people talking about their higher sense of self, or if you're new to, the awakening, like the timeline shift is some real shit, okay? I'm gonna tell you why the timeline shifts is real. The timeline shifts is real because when you have a perspective at a certain plane, right? Like, let me see, I can break this down. You have perspective at a certain plane. So let's just say you want to get to a destination, right? And this destination, let's just say you want to go to Vegas. Okay? You want to go to Vegas. You usually go to Vegas, and you go to Vegas in a car. Okay? You're not too far from Vegas. You can have a good time in Vegas. Okay? Vegas is where you've been to a lot. You don't want to differ from from Vegas. Vegas is your destination. Okay, when someone asks you where you want to go, you're going to Vegas. Okay, that is what you're going to do. Okay, but when you're introduced to a certain place, when you're introduced to other things, when you are where's that card at? Okay, when you're introduced to another destination, it's a possibility yourself at that time is telling yourself, you know what, I'm tired of Vegas. I'm tired of this shit. Like, I done been here. I done did all the slots. I done seen all the shows. And I done had all the beer. And I done ate all the food. I mean, I'm tired of this. There has to be something else out here for me to see and venture other than Vegas. Like, I just know it has to be. Because I'm tired of going to Vegas, okay? So, once you already sit up in your mind, even though your first destination was Vegas, and that's where you always go to, right? When you get to the highest sense of another destination, when you want to go somewhere different, you start looking at places to go because you're tired of being in Vegas, right? Then you start putting in steps where you can go, what you need to do in order to get out of Vegas, in order for you to go to a new place the next time you go somewhere, right? So next time you go somewhere, your destination wasn't Vegas, even though you've been to Vegas for 20 years. Your destination is going to be something different, somewhere different. And it's 9 times out of 10, you're going to get on the plane. You ain't never got on no plane. You have to get on the plane to get to where you got to go, okay? You want to go on the cruise. You ain't never been on a boat. You're going to have to get on this boat to get on the cruise, right? Because it's something that's different that you want to do. Because the things that you want to do out this destination is different, right? So that's the same thing when you're activating into your highest sense of self. It's the same exact thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing because when you activate the highest sense of yourself, you're going to be you're going to be tapping into things that will be foreign for you. And it's going to be foreign to you because your lowest sense of yourself would never have thought about doing those things. Your lowest sense of yourself would have never thought about doing those things. The lowest sense of yourself would never thought about you going to that destination. The lowest sense of yourself would never thought about you doing the shit that you about to do right now. And you have to understand, people don't talk about this a lot either. Where you are transforming into the highest sense of yourself, you gotta bury. For real, like you gotta bury. You got to let go. You got to say bye-bye. You gotta put your oldest self in a box. You gotta let it go. You gotta put it in the trash. And people have that's difficult for a lot of people because at one point a time in your life that was sufficient, right? Like what you was thinking, where you was going, what you was doing in that space. You have a lot of memories in that space. You met a lot of people in the space. You did a lot of things in the space. And if you just say goodbye to like that whole essence of yourself, it's like you saying goodbye to everything that happened in that space, right? But you have to say goodbye to everything that happened in that space because where you going, that it can't fit. That it cannot fit in this in your new space, okay? Because you trying to get on the plane and you wondering why you can't go to the gas station, fill up your car because you used to fill up your car to go to Vegas. You're not going to Vegas. You need to go get a fucking plane ticket. You're not going. You cannot drive to where you trying to go. You trying to get on the bus, okay? You can't get on the bus to go on the cruise. You just can't. You're gonna have to pick one. Either you have to stay your ass on the bus or get on the boat and get on the cruise. Okay? So that's why the timeline shifts, because you will look up, if you get into the highest sense of yourself and you look up and you be like, it kind of trips you out because you're in a whole new space. You're in a whole new space. You're in a whole new arena. You're in a whole new atmosphere. You're in a whole new mindset. You're in a whole new perspective. Now, you remember your old self, but then you start tripping like, I would have never thought about doing this shit. Like me 5 years ago, me 2 years ago, me 10 years ago, I would have never, this didn't even cross my mind that I'm doing this, right? So a lot of people get spooked by that timeline shift because you really do shift timelines. When you talk about upgrading and elevating and activating, you really do shift. Like you really do shift that. Okay? So let's just see. This came out, so let's see what this says. Temptation, self-deception, make wise choices. Okay? when you are ascending, you're going to be tempted to go back. Let's just say that. When you are ascending, you're going to be tempted to go back, okay? You're going to be tempted. And that's all that is. You got to make wise choices. You got to say, do I want to be where I was? Or do I want to go somewhere different? And just like when you ascending, when you're changing now, I mean, that's what happens with change. And that's why a lot of people don't like to change. They want to stay in the same spot. And they want to stay in the same area. And they want to stay in the same circle. They want to talk to the same people. They want to do the same things. But they think they can just automatically fly to the moon doing that shit. That shit, it don't happen like that. So when it don't happen like that, you will be tempted to go back and doing the shit you used to do, because it's familiar. It's home. When you get into your higher sense of yourself, you have to literally start habits and start doing things that you never did before, because you want to get out of the space that you're in. You don't want to stay there. You want to get out of the space that you're in. So while you want to get out of the space that you're in, you got to pick up a new routine. You got to pick up a new plan. You got to pick up something different. You got to pick up something that's going to assist you for you to get to your new destination. You're going to be tempted, just like you going to the gym. I on my weight loss journey, I lost like 40, almost 50 pounds. So it's easy for me not to work out. I haven't been working out. It'll be easy for me to go back and get another piece of cake, because I'm a chunky girl and I love cake. It'll be easy, but my higher sense of yourself, like, is that cake gonna be beneficial for your weight loss? Is that cake gonna be beneficial to where you want to be right now? And I have to make a choice. I have to make a decision. Okay, so that's when you go into the higher sense of yourself, or you will be tempted. Oh, you won't be tempted. And then it's crazy is the temptations, like, it will come. Like, I swear to y'all, I can be going to work and I bring my lunch and I'm like, oh, I'm doing good, I'm doing great, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. All of a sudden, oh, we have a surprise party in the office. You want to come? No, I know you guys gonna have cake and ice cream and chips and shit and stuff. I can't say no to. And be tempted, because I already put in my mind, like, no, I'm gonna eat my lunch because I brought my lunch and this is what I'm going to eat, and I'm gonna stay dedicated to my choice, because my choice is gonna take me to my highest sense of self. And then somebody tapping you on my shoulder like, you sure you don't want no cake? It's cake and ice cream and food and everything in there. I'm sure the fuck it is. I'm positive. I'm positive it is. Jeez Louise. Okay, reunion. LL. Okay, reunion, soul ties, soulmate, fated partnerships, past life connections, past returns. Look, y'all see that card? Y'all see that card? Reunion. A lot of people are talking about this right now, and I guess this is a big topic in the healing community. It's a big topic when people are reading cards or tarot and stuff about past relationships, right? And I believe that it's getting a lot of traction right now, because even when you think about the ascension process, right? If you're thinking about the ascension process, and let's just say collectively, everyone is ascending, right? Like the earth is ascending. So what does that mean? Like, things have to be purged out. Things have to be thrown out. And by the earth itself is purging, people that's in the earth are experiencing a purge. And what would that look like for certain people? Okay, that purge is going to look like you're going to do things, you're going to stop doing things that you used to do, right? You're going to stop sabotaging yourself, okay? You're going to work through your karma. You're going to work through the lowest sense of yourself. You're going to get to a space of healing. You're going to do the things that you were supposed to do, and in the beginning for you to get to the highest sense of yourself, because since the earth is purging, it'll be easier for you to purge with the earth instead of you being left behind. Because if you don't purge with the earth, it's going to be harder for you to discard the things that no longer serves you, because those things will not be here. So you would either have to make the choice to discard those things now, or you're going to suffer in silence when you can't get to those things, when those things are just not able for you to even be in your reach. Okay, so when you're on that point of ascension, and when we're talking about past relationships, let's just say you ran across someone, right? You ran across someone, the vibe was cool, the emotional thing was cool, the frequency was cool, the romantic side was cool, like y'all were just good all the way around, but it was just certain things that seemed like it always interfered with your relationship, right? It wasn't just what you guys are feeling, but it was just the things that either you participated in outside of the relationship, and the things they participated outside the relationship just brought harm to the relationship when you came to the relationship in totality. Okay, so by the earth and stuff is purging and you start to purge, it's a possibility that you may come across people who are purging. And those people who are purging, who have met each other in the past where the chemistry is good, everything was good, but they just couldn't deal with the outside things that were hurting them, it's a possibility that if those people have the ability to release those outside things that hinder their relationships, they will get back into synastry. They will get back into that union, because that union could possibly be the union that was created for them. But you have to understand that things, you can experience things, you can experience things, you can do this, you can do that, but some things were created for you. Okay, whoever you are. Some things were created for you. So by certain things being created for you, you can experience them, you can touch them and grab them and see them and all these things, right? You can do all of this, but understand, once you start doing that, once you start experiencing those things, and you're not in a space where those things can cultivate and grow at, you're going to lose that too. No matter if it was made for you or not, because you have to. That's just like you go and you have your mind set on, okay, I need a tailor-made suit. I need something tailor-made. You go in the same space, and you go in yourself, and you have them do, they do your measurements, and they stitch it, and they check your seam, and where you need this and that, and the button go here. You done tailor-made it to a T to where your body is right now. Okay, so you're thinking like, okay, this is perfect, this is great, I'm gonna wear this in a month because I have this big old fancy whatever. Okay, even though you got your tailor-made suit, you ready to put it on, you're not paying attention to what you eating. Like, you could be eating less, you could be eating more, you're not paying attention to that. So by the time you put on the suit, either it's too fucking big or it's too fucking tight. Was it made for you at that time? Hell the fuck yes. Okay, but by you not paying attention to where you was and where you had to be in order for you to still fit in that suit will no longer be tailored to you. So when it comes to past lives and past relationships and past loves, during the time that we are in today, oh my nose, if people can't get beyond like the shit that hinders them, and to get out of their ego and get out of the things that's damaging to them in their life, they can, those reunions and those soul ties and those connections, and they can become easy. Like that, and you guys would just get back in line with each other, because it's like when you're in that particular situation, it's never like not the love there, it's never like not the energy there, it's never like, like whatever, it those things be there. But I'm over here damaging myself, and you over there damaging yourself. How are you supposed to have a happy and healthy relationship, connection? It doesn't work like that. So you break up, you separate. Hold on. You break up, you separate. You don't mess with each other no more. Not saying that the feelings never left, but you know, being in these places, we can't deal with each other here. So if you're purging, and if you and your partner, or you whoever, can get to a higher sense of yourself, where you guys really had the ability to be yourself and to love each other and be in a healthy space in your ascension, that's gonna happen easy. That's easy. Okay, so let's see what these other cards. Okay, give me one card, Spirit. Okay, let me pull one more card, because I've been talking more than I've been pulling. Okay, because I'm on my lunch break, so I've been talking more. I've been pulling now. Let's see what these cards have to say. Hold on. All right, let's see. The world. You can't see. Look. Sometimes I spook myself. I really do. I said, give me one more card. Let me give me one more card. Give me one more card. This is the ending of everything. The world. In tarot and oracle card readings, this is the fulfillment. This is where you want to be. This is where you want to be. You want to know why? Because you done completed your karmic cycle. Oh my God. You done reached glory. You done reached glory. You done did your karmic cycle. You done completed it. You done beat the karmic cycle's ass, okay? This is where you want to be. This is where you want to be in your ascension. This is where your heaven resides. This is where your abundance is. This is where your higher self was trying to go, because you need to get to this status. This is it. This is it. The new cycle. Karmic completion, travel, fulfillment, success after the quest. The quest is the time shift alignment, okay? The quest is the awakening process. The quest is you raising your consciousness. That is the quest, because it is a journey. You have to beat it. You gotta beat his ass like somebody on the street. Like, you really have to fight through that. This ain't no, I know they tell y'all, people get on here and they talking about rainbows and roses and butterflies and love, and no, you really have to fight. And then your karmic cycles, depending on what your karmic cycle is, you may have to do that for real in that cycle. Some people karmic cycles, they got to physically throw down. I don't know if people understand that, because they talking about, karmics, and sometimes you got physically to go throw down. You want to know why? Sometimes that energy is so strong. Okay? When you're dealing with a karmic, when you're dealing with a karmic situation, when you're dealing with a karmic cycle, sometimes that energy is so strong, it does not want to go. It does not want to go. You want to know why? Whatever energy that karmic situation is residing in, that energy knows that if you will release that energy, you're going to get this, right? You're going to get the world status. That is where the energy does not want you to be, because the energy does not want you to be in the world status, because the energy knows I cannot touch you there. You want to know why? You done made it. You done completed the game. You done completed the lesson. The karma can't touch you here. It cannot. The karma's job is to stop you from going here. Because after here, what? No, I'm sorry. I don't do that anymore. No, I'm sorry. That don't live here no more. No, I'm sorry. Huh? Yeah, no, I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore. You, huh? Oh yeah, I know that used to trigger me. You say shit like that when I first met you, but I'm not triggered no more. It can't touch you there. And even when you talk about spiritual warfare and the energy battles, that is the spiritual warfare. It ain't. And I always like to talk about that because people always talking about, oh, it's the devil on my back. Oh, the devil made him do it. Oh, y'all got to start looking at energy. Those feelings and those entities and that karma, that is energy. That is straight energy. Forget who doing it. Forget who they are. What energy are you getting from this situation? And the energy that you're getting from the situation should tell you everything that you need to know about the situation, because it's energetic. Sometimes stuff don't have to be in your face. If you are connected and tapped into the highest sense of yourself, you can feel when something's off. You don't have to find anything. You don't have to know physically what's going on. You don't have to have no physical proof, because I know in today's society, you go to the judge and you have to prove what you know. You got to prove what you did, and you have to prove what you didn't. You just have to. You have to show and prove. But a lot of times, when you're dealing with spirit, and when you're dealing with divine, and you're dealing with God, you don't need no proof. You know what you're feeling. You know what it is. That's why God gave us feelings. That's why God gave us emotions. That's why God gave us antennas. That's why your hair stand up on your arms, maybe when you in a situation that doesn't feel right. That's why your stomach might get queasy when something isn't right. That's why your hair may hurt when you experiencing something that you ain't ready. That is the reason why. Okay? You don't need no proof. You just need to know something ain't right here. And until whatever can get fixed here, I ain't fucking with it. You don't need no proof. That's proof enough. And people who don't believe in God, and people who don't believe in the divine, and people who don't have faith in a creator, okay, they're so stuck into this material world. Proof? What you talking about? That don't make no sense to me. Well, you know it. I have to see something in the physical. I have to. If it ain't physically presented to me, then I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, when you talking about certain things, yes. But when it's talking about how you feel in your state of emotions and in your energy and especially if you're encountering someone and someone's in your space, now they're in your space. Now you're encountering them on a different level. You're encountering them on a different level because they are in your space. You know where you at. You know where your center is. A lot of people don't know. But you have to know where your center is, because when somebody else come into your space, and they are sharing a center with you. They're sharing your center with you. Okay? You have to know if this off or not. Is this off or not? And then you have to understand some people don't like to be emotional, or some people hate to show emotion sometimes because they don't want you to, they have mastered not feeling so much. They don't want to get off the feeling that they know that they're feeling, because they know once they give that energy off, it's going to be over. When they talking about fooling, y'all know that, right? Y'all know people can lie in their emotions, so like lie dormant in what they feel so much in order for them to get what they want out of the situation, or get what they want out of the program, because they know as soon as that emotion just is present for them within themselves, they know it's a possibility that shit is over with. People don't read energy the way I read energy. I understand that shit. I understand that. People be you be with people like, well, like, what's up? Like, you, and the energy's off. The energy's off. Your energy's off. What's going on? Your energy's off. Some people learn how to turn their energy off because they once they turn it on, they're gonna be red. Having that energy turned off, having their emotions turned off, gives them the advantage of just doing what they want to do and be who they want to be and get what they want to get, because they have an advantage. Nobody's reading anything from him. I mean, for them. Hi, how you doing? I'm about to get off here in about 1 minute. No one is reading anything from them. So people have the ability to turn off that emotion, to turn off the emotion. And then you be looking like, well, I thought, but people have to understand. That's why I say you got to believe in something higher than yourself. Because some way and somehow in some form, that emotion gonna come out. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. You're gonna see it and you're gonna experience it. And it's gonna feel funny because you're gonna be looking like, what? Wait a minute, I did. But you gotta understand what you're feeling and move on accordingly. Okay? Understand that. So if y'all, I'm about to go, okay? Because if y'all missed any part of the live, when this live is done uploading, I'm going to upload this live on my YouTube, okay? So follow me here and follow me on my YouTube. Now, my TikTok content is on YouTube, and my videos that I just strictly place on YouTube, okay? And my next video is about to be about the heart chakra, about how it affects your love life, how it affects you manifesting, how it affects the things that you want out of life, how it affects, you know, the things that you're receiving. I'm going to talk about all that, okay? I'm going to go in depth, but you guys have to follow me on YouTube to get updated when that video is uploaded, okay? So I'm about to go. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe. Y'all be in love. Have a good day.